Two teams with similar records are set to battle it out on the hardwood tonight as Ponderosa visits Bella Vista for a Capital Valley Conference matchup on this final Wednesday for the month of January in 2026, including tonight just 5 more regular season games for Bella Vista, all in league play, and for Ponderosa 4 more league games, each team trying to get the upper hand and move up in the standings. This really is a must-win for both schools as they will be facing the likes of Inderkum and Christian Brothers, and Bella Vista still has to also take on Wood Creek. But the key right now is for this game, for both teams, is to win this one and then take the rest of the opponents as they come. Get the win tonight, pull off a couple of upsets down the road, and one of these schools could be looking at a playoff spot. Who gets the upper hand? It's Ponderosa and BV, and it's coming your way right now on BV Live Sports. Hello, everybody. George Tharlson, Quincy Douglas with you. Welcome to a very loud Bella Vista High School as they've got the music blaring, getting everybody going, getting everybody amped up, and we've got ourselves a very interesting matchup. Ponderosa and Bella Vista, both each with only 1 league win. In fact, Ponderosa's league win came against Bella Vista.
Yeah.
And it was only a 10-point game in Shingle Springs, and now here is the rematch here at Bella Vista.
Yeah, this is the opportunity for the Broncos to get one back. You know, they're already on a 2-game winning streak. They need to. I don't think that they're an underdog in this matchup. They match up very well with Ponderosa. I think they got a good shot tonight.
One of the big names to watch for Ponderosa tonight is a freshman by the name of Clark Woods II. His dad is the head coach. So,
yeah.
So, needless to say, it should not be a surprise that
no.
Even as a freshman that he might be leading the team.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm sure that Clark Woods Sr. would be very happy to know that his son is listening to him.
I think so, absolutely.
So anyway, Clark Woods II averaging about 12 points per game. That's what he did against Wood Creek on Monday. Also hauled down 10 rebounds.
Yeah.
This is a kid that actually missed 6 games earlier in the season during the tournament schedule. He took a shot in a game and fell to the ground and actually wound up with a concussion.
Yeah, it's too bad. I'm glad he's back. He's feeling better.
In fact, Coach Woods was saying that there was at least one game in the tournament that they lost by 2. It may have been the game where he got hurt, where they lost by 2. And if they had him, he really feels that they
could have won it.
Would have pulled that one out. So looking forward to seeing the young freshmen play. They actually have 2 freshmen on the team that are contributors. Jackson Piazza is the other one. He's averaging about 7.5 points per game. And his 26 points in that Southern California tournament against Cosumnes Oaks is the highest of any Ponderosa Bruin this season.
Wow.
So
that's impressive.
So that is very impressive by Mr. Jackson Piazza. So the freshman connection there, Clark Woods II and Jackson Piazza. If you remember Ponderosa coming in here last year we were introduced to a couple of sophomore twins, Jake and Bryce Wysinski.
With the Wysinski brothers, yes.
Yes, indeed. And Jake Wysinski is one of the starters. He's averaging nearly 10 points per game. Bryce is contributing another 6.5. So here's a couple of guys that got the opportunity to play as sophomores, and they're back there as juniors. This is a young team with Ponderosa.
Yeah. And
they've got a lot to be excited about, not just this year, but as next year rolls around.
Yeah, they're doing, Coach Woods is doing a lot like Coach Kussler, they're building up the program. So obviously the 2 previous games, the freshmen in the junior varsity, you get a good look at what the future varsity teams will look like for both these programs.
On the other hand, Bella Vista coming off 2 consecutive wins on back-to-back nights, Thursday and Friday of last week. And before the game against Vista del Lago on Thursday, Coach Kussler was pointing to these 3 games, 3 consecutive games at home, and he feels that he could get some momentum with a possible 3-game winning streak. Well, they've taken care of business in the first 2. Vista del Lago in the non-league game last Friday against Del Campo. This is going to be a tough one. Ponderosa's a physical and scrappy team, according to Coach Kussler. And so Bella Vista has to be up for the challenge tonight. And obviously the usual suspects need to come up big. Cale Bird and Kate Rucker have been huge over the last few games.
They really have. You want to talk about toughness and being scrappy. Bella Vista is right there. I guarantee you that Coach Wood said the same exact thing. They're a very physical, scrappy team. I also can't wait to see number 0, Braden Haggerty, in there.
Well, we got a chance to talk to him after the Vista Del Lago game. This is a kid that usually, as he told us, looks to score. He's got a different role this year. And then as his junior year rolls around, he'll probably be closer to that more conventional role that he is accustomed to. But he's found his moments.
Yeah.
17 points against Wood Creek last week, 5 of 8 from three-point range.
Yep.
We talked about that a lot last week. And then he had 6 points and a huge steal, and also one big loose ball find against Vista Del Lago last week. So he's all over the place. And that's a good thing. That's what that's what you want to see from your players.
Absolutely, it is.
All right. Well, Quincy's going to head downstairs, and he's going to take care of the opening ceremonies tonight. And we will be getting all of that underway in just a few moments. Just to take a look at some of the some other notes here as relates to this game tonight. We mentioned in the opening remarks that both teams, they have similar records. Ponderosa is 12-11 coming into this game, and Bella Vista is 11-10. Both teams have won just one conference game, Capital Valley Conference game, after their loss on Monday to Wood Creek. The Ponderosa Bruins are 1-6 in the Capital Valley Conference, and Bella Vista is 1-5 in the CVC. And while the Bruins did, they went up against a very good Wood Creek team at home the other night. It was quite a battle at times watching some of the action on that game. And we will be seeing Wood Creek, I believe it's in the next couple of weeks, and their big guy Max Van Lanningham, who was huge in that game on Monday against Ponderosa. Ponderosa just they lost that game. Check that. Want to double check the scores here. They lost the game 74-55 was the final score at Ponderosa on Monday. But still, lots of good things came out of that. In particular, Clark Woods' double-double that we talked about. So the players are wrapping up. They are heading over to the bench. And we will be checking in downstairs in just a few moments and getting everything underway here as the players are taking the floor.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
And let's head down to Quincy,
where Bronco basketball takes center stage. The second half of league play is underway and playoff positioning is on the line. Tonight, your varsity matchup features Bella Vista Broncos and the visiting Ponderosa Bruins. At this time, we ask everyone to please rise and remove your hats as we play the national anthem. Ponderosa fans, put your hands together for your starting 5 of your Bruins. At number 0, Jake Wyszynski. Number 3, Clark Woods II. Number 5, Travis Bays. Number 30, Zealand Jinx. And number 33, Ben Bailey. And now, Broncos Nation, let's put our hands together for your starting 5. At number 3, Trevor Iwamasa. Number 5, Mitchell Emery. Number 10, Cale Bird. Number 22, Jonah Wooden. And number 33, Ken Rucker. Head coach for the Bruins is Clark Woods. Head coach for the Broncos, Stuart Kessler. Bella Vista fans, be nice to the visiting team. Broncos Nation, whose house is this? Whose house is this? Whose house is this? Go Broncos!
I don't know. Quincy's a Patriots fan. I don't know why he's doing the LA Rams thing. But anyway, we're ready to play basketball here at Bella Vista High School. And we'll get this one underway in just a few moments. Ponderosa in the gray and green, and Bella Vista in the familiar home whites. Conversations going on with the Broncos as they get this one ready to go. Ben Bailey will step in and jump center for the Bruins, and he will go up against Cale Bird. All right, big Capital Valley Conference matchup right here, and the Bruins will open up in possession. And a first look right away at the freshman Clark Woods. Boy, he doesn't look like one, does he? There's Zealand Jinx. He's going to turn around and take a shot that skips across the rim. All kinds of fighting for the rebound. Bailey is the one that comes up with it, throws it into backcourt, and we'll get a over and back call against the Bruins, and the Broncos will get their first possession of this contest. So the Broncos defense comes up big. Inside it goes on the baseline to Iwamasa. Ball poked away and then off the hands of Cale Bird. So the Broncos, their offensive possession ends quickly, and now it's back to Ponderosa in possession. The two football guys right there. Zealand Jinx that just had it. Yep. Bailey, number 33 on the baseline. Woods cut it away from the ball. There's Jinx. Lots of good movement, lots of passing, and a three-point shot from the outside. That's Travis Bays gets the scoring underway.
Well, you talked about how physical they were and how they were going to, contest every shot. So far, that's what they're doing.
Broncos to inbound across the way from us. Clark Woods with a pretty impressive shoe game. I already mentioned that you're a Patriots fan. His shoes kind of resemble more of the team you guys are playing.
Yeah.
Which happens to be my team.
Yeah,
so,
there you go.
so Quincy and I have a big fight ahead of us. So. Iwamasa to inbound. It's Jonah Wooden from the outside. The ball deflected away. Travis Bays comes up with the loose ball.
Yeah, and you can see just how physical the Bruins are being. even on the glass.
Bailey on the rebound. Speaking of physical, speaking of brute strength, speaking of being a football player.
Exactly.
That all was shown right there. Inside to Bird, off the glass, gets the roll.
Nice
and
touch.
The Broncos are on the board.
Nice touch by Bird.
Quickly in the corner, Bailey with the three.
Iwamasa.
One-handed rebound.
It looks like he was being hung on there by Wyzinski with his left hand.
I don't know, Iwamasa resembling Jackson Smith and Jigba there with that rebound. Oh, nice defense on the part of Ben Bailey to poke that one away. Jenks to the baseline, Wyzinski underneath, he's fouled. Cade Rucker got there at the end of the play. That's the first personal on Rucker and the first team foul on Bella Vista. A couple of free throws for Wyzinski. He's a 66% free throw shooter. His brother Bryce is also on this team. We will see Bryce Wyzinski a little bit later on. One of two for Jake Wyzinski. 2 minutes in. Bella Vista's freshman and JV teams both win tonight. Jonah Wooden being hounded. There's that aggressive, scrappy play that Coach Kessler was talking about. They'll hound you. They'll try and trap you up against the sideline.
I mean, in the last couple of games, that's exactly what we've seen, the Broncos doing to Del Lago and the Battle of the Oaks. But Hondos, they're like that as well.
Wooden, that one comes up short. It's out of bounds off Bella Vista. So after tonight, the Broncos will be taking on Inderkum on February 4th. We'll have that one for you. Rucker gets a rebound. We've been saying that a lot lately.
Yep, exactly.
Bird to the baseline.
Gets it tipped away.
Yes, it poked away from behind. Great defense by Zeeland Jenks, weaving his way down the alley just like he did on the football field. Pretty solid wide receiver and ran the ball, could throw it too. Here's Emery. Emery double team, collision with Bays. Bird has it over to Wood, and that's his shot. It comes up short. Long rebound to the outside. There's a battle for the ball on the ground. And finally, out of all those bodies on the floor, Ponderosa comes up with it.
That looked like a football pile right there.
Zeeland Jenks from the free throw line. He's got 4. Ponderosa out to a 6-point lead. There's Bird pushing it across. Immediately double teamed with the Euro step and the left-handed runner.
That was pretty.
Cale Bird just taking matters into his own hands.
Well, he's the biggest guy on the court right now.
There's Woods.
Him and Rucker.
Woods going right up against Jonah Wooden. Bird the rebound. In the corner, it's Rucker on the baseline. Rucker drives in off the glass.
Well, you might have to keep putting the ball down low to those two big guys if that's going to be the result.
Jenks on Bird. Closed off. Ball goes into backcourt. Was it deflected? They're just going to let it roll out of bounds, which gives Bella Vista the ball right there on the baseline.
Interesting.
Wholesale substitutions coming in for Ponderosa. Bailey will stay out there. Everybody else is different. Here's Rucker for 3. And the rebound goes to Jackson Piazza. Our first look at the other freshman. There's the other Wyzinski. Now Bays. Bays actually stayed in the game too.
Thought about a step back there.
Banyan Bila, number 10. Here's Bryce Wyzinski. Closed off. Good defense by Bella Vista. And Coach Kessler off the bench, pleading for a double dribble. The official concurs. So the Broncos, after getting down 8-2, have turned it up a notch on defense themselves. They're on a 4-0 run right now. That one goes into traffic.
Yeah.
Braden Haggerty in for his first action. Vila finds a cutting Bailey, couldn't control the ball.
Tipped away by Bird. He got it.
Cale Bird showing that defense. Here's Haggerty. Spin move, and they're going to call the offensive foul on Cade Rucker. That's his second. Ponderosa kind of weaving to the outside. Piazza with a jumper that gets the friendly roll.
Yeah, it did.
First bucket in a little bit for Ponderosa. Broncos break the press, in and underneath it goes Cade Rucker on a
There
nice
you go.
feed
That's what you need.
from
And
Cale Bird.
Coach Kessler's going to take a timeout right away.
That brings the Broncos within 8. We're going to have to see a lot of that, I think,
I think
for
so.
the Broncos.
I think so. Yeah,
That aggressive defense by Ponderosa is really closing off the deep options for the Broncos.
I don't think we're going to see a lot of threes.
We know that Piazza likes to put up threes. He has taken 127 three-point shots this season coming into this game. And of that 127, he makes about 32% of those.
That's pretty good.
And he had 26 points in a game against Cosumnes Oaks on the 19th of December.
Wow.
And that is the season high, as we mentioned in the opening remarks, for Ponderosa.
Tip
All
by
right.
Wooden.
Wooden on Bryce Wyzinski. And they find Bila, who's open on the baseline, gets his own rebound. And now a three-point shot. That one's from Piazza. Again, he likes to take those. Austin Hoey had the rebound and then gets tied up. Possession arrow favors Bella Vista.
He was not letting go of that ball.
Not at all. Now chanting defense.
Bird was wide open down below.
I think that Braden Haggerty was expecting Bird to zig, and he zagged instead. So Bryce Wyzinski. Now here's Bays. They move the ball around the perimeter.
And they wait for that spot.
And then a three-point shot from Bays. Ball deflected and controlled by the Broncos. Jacob Rada is in for Ponderosa for his first action. He's number 24. Iwamasa. In fact, he is trying to close off Cale Bird. Here's Hoey. Wood thought about the three, steps inside the arc. Now Iwamasa. Iwamasa closed off. Haggerty. Again, just relentless defense by Ponderosa. And Iwamasa is going to draw the foul. They're going to say that's active shooting, and they're going to send him to the line for two.
Okay.
This one is going to go against Banyan Bila. Bila, by the way, in 2 games against Bella Vista had 7 points in the game here that Bella Vista won, and 5 points in the game at Ponderosa that Bella Vista also won.
Yeah.
They played 3 times last year, once in a tournament in December. Pondo got them on that one.
Yep, they did.
But Bella Vista swept the league series. 1 of 2 from Iwamasa. Ball out of bounds, going to go to Bella Vista.
I don't know if you saw, but Iwamasa has gold shoes.
I was going to catch it at some point. Give you credit for beating me to the punch on that one. He seems to have a different pair of shoes every game.
I agree.
I'm still getting over the highlighter yellow, but Iwamasa and the gold shoes to the baseline. Braden Haggerty. The ball is loose. It goes to Iwamasa.
He gets it to drop.
I'll go ahead and just take a shot there. I'm open. Vila steps inside the arc. The jumper dances off, and a rebound for Bird. Shot clock is off as we're at 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Broncos have fought back from that 8-2 deficit to take a 1-point lead. Clark Woods, a near steal. Wooden with it. He gets it to Hoey. Here's Haggerty. Now the Broncos can reset the offense. 11 seconds on the quarter clock. Bird out for the screen. Clock counting down. They try to get it into Haggerty, who then was hoping to deflect it to a teammate, but nobody was there.
That's okay.
And so it goes with 4.3 seconds to go. It goes to Ponderosa. Can they get a shot off? Clock running down to the baseline. They tried to get it to Rada. He would have had to take the shot. 10th of a second to go. This is going to bring us to the end of the quarter. Iwamasa is going to launch it, but I don't think you can. I don't think you have time when it's only a 10th of a second. So even though it sounded like the buzzer sounded after he launched that shot, I don't think it would have counted. Anyway,
if it did though,
that would have been fun. So 4 points for Cale Bird and Cade Rucker to lead the way for Bella Vista, and then Trevor Iwamasa with a basket and a free throw to round out their scoring. And they're 11 points, 10 on the board for Ponderosa. 4 of those belong to Zeeland Jenks, 3 for Travis Bays, 2 for Jackson Piazza, and 1 for Jake Wyzinski. So far, so good for Bella Vista in keeping the leading scorer on this team, Clark Woods II, scoreless in that first quarter.
Yeah, they're doing a good job defensively on him. But this game, as advertised, 2 tough, scrappy teams, they're going right at it.
Look at Bella Vista right there as the buzzer sounds, emphatically letting us know that it's about time to start the second quarter.
It's time to start.
So it's Ponderosa at Bella Vista tonight. Tomorrow, it's the Bella Vista girls taking on Rio Americano. And we will have that one for you 24 hours from now, a little bit less than that.
Yeah. The Raiders versus the Broncos.
Indeed. In an AFC West matchup and a Capital Valley Conference matchup.
Yep.
There's Jenks, collision, ball deflected away by Emery. Here's Bird. Again, bad pass, and that's taken away. Zeeland Jenks, he'll fly in, gets the roll. Looked like the ball kind of left his hand earlier than he wanted it to, but he still got enough on that to put that in the basket. Here's Bird on the baseline, flies in with the left hand.
And they're going to run that every time. That's the second time
Deflection,
he's been down there.
Broncos with the steal. Here's Iwamasa. And Emery blows by Jenks, can't get it to go. Hoey the putback, and a foul call. It's like Jenks gets that one. That's the second on Jenks. First team foul of the second quarter. Austin Hoey. Coach Kessler believes that Hoey's going to be a really big contributor next year.
I think he is.
You look at
his rebounds. You look at his aggression. You know how well he plays with the team right now. He's going to be a leader next year.
And that's not to say he's not contributing now.
Right.
A couple of free throws there, 4 points, nearly 4 rebounds a game. And a 48% free throw shooter. I think he did that average a little good right there.
Yes, he did.
Here's Clark Woods. On Jonah Wooden. You got Woods on Wooden. Rada closed off. Bailey. Piazza. Loose ball, and it's controlled by Ponderosa from the free throw line. That's Jacob Rada.
Tome in.
Bella Vista's 3-point lead cut to 1. That one might have gone off a foot, but no call. That's Travis Bays. Bays off the screen from Bailey.
Tipped.
That's Emery getting his hand on that one. And that forces Ponderosa to reset the offense. Jake Wyszynski is back in. And Piazza getting a breather. Here's Rada, hit the shot just a few moments ago. Woods on Tomei. Good defense by Jesse Tomei. Wooden the rebound.
Comes
Emery. Crowd getting into it. I hear foot stomping. Not quite the stampede that you call for, but
no.
But I hear foot stomping.
The stampede's a little different.
Long from the outside, Jesse Tomei. And now here's Clark Woods. By looking at him, he looks like a senior.
Yeah, he does.
Bayes' three-point shot doesn't go. Hoey another rebound. That's at least 2 for Hoey.
Yeah.
Maybe 3. Tomei. Now Iwamasa. Travis Bayes with the bright pink shoes on defense. And that aggressive defense, relentless defense by Ponderosa forces another turnover. Bailey couldn't handle that one. He saw an open path to the basket.
Well, they're bringing Bird back in, and I wonder, Bird does such a good job running the floor, getting down low quick. He's got that height. I think they're going to look for some points for him down low.
There's Iwamasa. Immediately double teamed. Here's Wooden outside. And Bayes with the defense. Bird on the baseline. Wooden picks it up. 17-footer. Oh, my goodness.
Nice.
First 2 of the game for Jonah Wooden. 3-point lead for the Broncos. And a rejection from Mitchell Emery. Here's Bird with the Euro step in the left hand. Fights for his own rebound. Gets it back. Another opportunity. Third time is the charm for Cale Bird. He's got 8. 5-point lead for the Broncos. That's now their biggest lead.
He's got 8 points, and I'm pretty sure he's got about 4 or 5 rebounds as well.
Woods gets his first basket of the game and draws the foul. That's on Jonah Wooden, his first team foul on the Broncos here in the second quarter. Broncos control.
I don't know who the
Emery,
I don't know who the Rowdy Rooters have in their group today, but they're really affecting their free throws.
Broncos turn it over again. Ponderosa with a chance now to cut the lead down. It was 5, now it's 3. A foul call, looks like that may be Iwamasa. No, it's going to be Emery. Just taking a quick look as, we will take a quick look at the schedule in just a second. Here's a 3-point shot on the way from Zeeland Jenks. Rada gets the rebound, does not go. Long rebound, Bryce Wyszynski. Both Wyszynskis are on the floor right now. Rada rebound. Extended possession here for Ponderosa. Bird and Emery are trying to trap Rada in the corner. They'll get the foul called.
I think that's going to be on Emery.
That's his second. Hoey coming in. Looks like there's going to be a timeout called here. Well, I think that with this timeout, it's a great opportunity to take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Bella Vista boys. They are going to be on the road for their next 2 games. On Friday, they will take on Rio Americano for a 7:30 game. And then next week on the 4th, the 4th is going to be Wednesday. That's right there on a Wednesday. Friday,
Yep.
Caton's in the second half of the schedule. That's where they take on Inderkum. And then next Friday, we will see them against Christian Brothers. That is our next boys broadcast.
All right.
Thursday, February 6th. That says Thursday, February 6th. I believe that's Friday.
It is, yes.
So
all games are Wednesdays and Fridays now.
yes, indeed. So, but the date's right, just not the right day. But that's our next broadcast for the boys. Girls, by the way, they take on Rio Americano tomorrow, so we'll have that one for you as well, right here at Bella Vista. Broncos still with a 3-point lead. Here's Bird on Woods. Collision. Woods winds up on the ground. No harm, no foul, no blood, no ambulance.
Wow.
And Bird finds himself wide open, able to get his 10th point of the game. Credit the late Chick Hearn for that line.
Well said, well said.
Iwamasa, now here's Jesse Tomei. They would love to see him just light it up from 3-point range. Broncos, with their biggest lead of the game, they have equaled their biggest lead of the game.
Yep.
Officials are discussing something right now.
Seems like it was off. Yeah.
But they couldn't decide, so what they're doing is they're calling a jump, and they are going to the possession arrow. And so that's going to favor Bella Vista. Get a timeout called by Coach Kussler.
Try to figure it out.
And you know, that's a little refereeing 101, if you will. It's too bad Carson isn't here. He could probably explain this a little bit better because he is he actually is an experienced referee.
Yes.
But sometimes you can't tell.
No.
Maybe one saw it one way, one saw it the other way. Neither one could convince the other. And so and that is that's the protocol, is if there's ever doubt or confusion, you go to the possession arrow.
Yeah, exactly.
You just call it a held jump ball situation, go to the possession arrow, and whoever it's pointing towards gets the ball.
Yeah, there you go.
And so Bella Vista just happens to benefit. And what that means, of course, is that Ponderosa will get the next held ball, which could be the start of the second half, or it could be a tie-up. So Ponderosa has 6 offensive rebounds this quarter, and they are 0 for 7 from 3-point range. So they're taking the shots. They just haven't found the range yet. And that bodes well for Bella Vista, but you got to believe that at some point in time,
going to say,
those shots are going to start to fall.
That drought will that'll straighten itself out.
Broncos would like to see some 3-pointers fall too, but they're just not getting any good looks, and that's just credit the Ponderosa defense for that. Tomei working off a screen from Hoey. He finds an opening down the alley.
Well, it seems like Bella Vista's more focused. Instead of taking the threes, they're trying to get to the basket. You notice they keep utilizing Bird, his size down low. Hoey's going to be part of that as well. Penetrate and dish.
And they're going to the line a lot too.
Yeah. Which means free throws are probably going to become crucial down the stretch.
And I'm sure Bella Vista's just quite fine with Jesse Tomei going to the free throw line. He's a 70% free throw shooter. See, there's no such thing as jinxes. And there's a pass, goes in behind Piazza. Again, he zigged when they thought he was going to zag.
Yeah, he's got Seahawks shoes color too.
Well,
kind of.
More power to him.
I'm not liking this turnout.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of red and blue out there.
Well, neither one of these schools are
Bella Vista has the red.
That's about it. I guess you could say the white too, but.
Tomei picks this one up in the corner, and then the turnover. Here's Zealand Jenks on Iwamasa. Jenks, offensive foul call.
Wow.
Jenks did everything right there except at the end.
Yep.
Everything looked just beautiful. And then give Iwamasa all the credit in the world.
Getting in the right spot literally at the right second.
Third personal foul on Zealand Jenks. So he is probably going to get some extended pine time, if you will. If you want to quote Dick Vitale. It's already a great broadcast. Here's Cale Bird with a Euro step. Yeah. We've already quoted Chick Hearn and Dick Vitale tonight.
Well, I tell you, Cale Bird, he keeps running up that left side. They're going to make an adjustment on that in the second half because he is just picking him apart with that play.
Outstanding defense by Cale Bird to slap the ball away, avoid contact, and then bounce that one off Jake Wyszynski. That's possession to Bella Vista. The lead is 9. And they've just kind of quietly built that 9-point lead.
Yeah, nothing fancy, no big threes, just, a football reference, just grounded pound.
And making the free throws. Tomei, a long one. Rebound on the ground, fighting for it. Will get the held ball just like we talked about, and this one will go to Ponderosa.
Yeah.
Under a minute to go. Piazza. Well, check that. That's Nathan Chu for his first action.
Yeah.
There's Piazza. Now they bring it back over to Wyszynski. Jake. Piazza thought about it. Now he finds the opening down the lane. Didn't get enough on that shot. Haggerty the rebound. Broncos can play for the last shot, which is not a bad idea with a 9-point lead.
Yeah.
But again, just relentless defense. I'm really impressed with this defense. These guys are all going to sleep well tonight. They're putting everything out there on the floor. 7 seconds. Screen from Bird. Jesse Tomei. Tomei in the corner, Haggerty. He'll launch one from 16. Does not go.
That's okay, though. We got the last shot off. They didn't allow Ponderosa to get another possession. That's all that matters. You protect that lead.
So the Broncos outscore Ponderosa 14-6 in that second quarter, after taking an 11-10 lead at the end of the first quarter. So really good second quarter by Bella Vista, and it's the Cale Bird show if there's anything going on here.
It really is.
He's got 12 points in the first half to lead all scorers. Rucker's 4 first quarter points is good for second leading scorer on Bella Vista. Iwamasa has 3, 2 each for Jesse Tomei. Austin Hoey, the two of them are perfect from the free throw line.
Mm-hmm.
Jonah Wooden has 2 points as well. 6 to lead the way for Zealand Jenks. He's also got 3 fouls, so that's something that we will have to watch for in the second half as well. But he leads the way. 3 for Travis Bays, 2 each for Jacob Rada and for Clark Woods II and Jackson Piazza. Jake Wyszynski has 1. And so there's your scoring breakdown. Broncos had the 1-point lead at the end of the first quarter, and then they kind of separated themselves a little bit.
It really boiled about all the defense. They're not the Broncos. You heard that they were 0 for 7. Ponderosa was 0 for 7 for the 3-point line. Broncos aren't worried about that. They're worried about getting to the lane, getting to the free throw, getting quick buckets. Especially with that pressure defense, and so far it's working great.
A lot of times the keys to winning basketball games is adjusting to how the opponent plays you.
Exactly.
And Ponderosa is out on the perimeter, getting up in your face. They're not giving Bella Vista any opportunity to launch a 3-point shot.
Yeah.
And so what are the Broncos doing? They're getting it down underneath to Cade Rucker, to Cale Bird. They're driving the lane. Jesse Tomei and Austin Hoey drew trips to the free throw line. They're taking the ball to the basket.
Yes.
One of the things I remember telling my players that I didn't want to discourage them from shooting 3-point shots, but I also didn't want them just taking 3-point shots because of the glory that comes with it, and just in case you make it.
Right.
But and I always tell them it's better to make a 2 than to miss a 3.
I 100% agree.
And so if the 3s aren't there, go for the 2s.
You got to change it up, and I think that's exactly what they're going to, both these two teams are going to come out different in the third quarter, right? I can see Coach Woods is probably going to want to change some things around to where they, Cale Bird was running up the left side, getting easy buckets, Euro stepping and all this kind of stuff. They're going to have to come up with a plan to fix that, and I think they will. So Bella Vista is going to have to adjust as well.
So it's a 9-point Bronco lead here at the break. And boy, it is. They always tell us that once the league begins, it's going to.
Yeah, it's so fast. It's so fast.
Zap by. We've got 2 more weeks, and I think 2 or 3 more broadcasts.
Better enjoy it
for the boys.
Yep.
So let's take a look at some of the other numbers compiled by statistician extraordinaire Aaron Bird. 53% field goal shooting for Bella Vista. Broncos haven't made a 3 yet either. They're 0 for 4. From Ponderosa, 26% from the floor. They have made 1, so 1 of 12 3-point shooting now. So and then turnover-wise, actually Pondo's winning that battle, but not by much. Bella Vista's turned it over 13 times. Ponderosa 11. And then as free throws, Broncos are 5 of 6 from the line, and Ponderosa 1 of 3. They've only gone to the line 3 times in this one. So what that means is the Broncos are drawing the fouls.
Right.
Ponderosa is not, but they're not really getting the ball inside as much as Bella Vista is.
Well, no, because it's harder for them once again when you got Cale Bird and Cade Rucker down low. Those 2 guys are great defensively with their backs to the basket. So I'm not surprised they're not getting a lot of shots, which also makes sense that they're 1 for 12 from the 3-point land. That's where they're taking their shots.
And very quiet first half for Clark Woods II.
Yeah.
The leading scorer. He had the big game on Monday night against Wood Creek, but where it was 12 points and 10 rebounds. And we've seen it happen before where somebody has a quiet first half, and then all of a sudden they break out in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely.
It would not surprise me at all to see him do that.
Not at all. Not at all. They're Dad's probably in there drawing up some plays for him right now.
And by the way, it was really nice. I take the opportunity to talk to both coaches before each game, and I don't think there's been a coach that I can't say this about, but they've all been gracious with their time. And they're all fun to talk to. Clark Woods was. I even joked with him when he said something. It said something that was really good, and I was feverishly writing it down to make sure that I got all the words right. And I said, you're telling me something good when I'm feverishly writing fast to get it down. And I'll tell you what that comment was. It was in relation to Zeeland Jenks and Ben Bailey, the 2 football players. He loves having players that are predominant from other sports, especially football. These are their 2 kind of physical guys, maybe the enforcers, if you will.
Yes, exactly.
And you can tell they both have that football build. And he says that they bring a different sport perspective to the game. And it really helps the teammates, the basketball, the pure basketball guys.
Absolutely.
It really helps them raise their intensity. Having to go against the guys that intensity is what they do throughout the fall.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's great. I've heard this from many coaches before. Is like the more sports you play, the better. It just makes our team better. It makes a better athlete, more well-rounded. It's a great thing. It's a great thing to have.
And if it means missing a couple of games at the start of the season, like Jonah Wooden did because of cross country,
so be it.
Yeah, so be it. That's the sacrifice that you make to be overall better.
Exactly.
And Jonah Wooden, speaking of whom, had that bucket, but again, like he usually does, it's the stuff that he does away from the ball, the stuff that doesn't show up in the scorebook so much. And stuff that may show up in the scorebook, but like the rebounding.
Well,
he is a very strong rebounder.
He's a strong rebounder. He's great defender. He's really good at cutting off lanes. When you see the inlet pass come in, he is so good at cutting off that lane to where he doesn't get beat, especially off the dribble. So he's a phenomenal defender.
So just running down the schedule, the Broncos have a couple of road games coming up. Neither will be easy. They will be at Rio Americano on Friday night. That's a 7:30 game. So head on over to Carmichael and take that one in. It's a Friday night game. Cheer on the Broncos.
Yeah.
Take over their home court. Make it sound like a Bella Vista home game. And then on Wednesday the 4th, they will take on Inderkum.
Okay.
And that's never easy to go to Inderkum.
No, but you know what? Let's do it.
You got to do it.
Yep.
And then on Friday the 6th, despite what our graphic says, it is Friday the 6th. The Broncos will be hosting Christian Brothers in the penultimate boys broadcast of the year.
There you go. There you go.
That will be our second to last broadcast. And then on the 11th of February, the Broncos will take on Wood Creek in the regular season finale. We've got the girls' game tomorrow night. The girls will be taking on Rio Americano. And tomorrow is indeed Thursday.
Yes, it is.
Thursday, January 29th. We'll start at 7:20 again, unless like tonight things run long beforehand. Remember, there are previously planned games, and tomorrow's kind of interesting because Rio Americano does not have a freshman team.
Right.
The freshman girls are going to play El Dorado.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So there will be a freshman game tomorrow.
Awesome. That's awesome.
And then the JV and varsity against Rio Americano. So it all is going to be, usually if it's just a JV and varsity, they bump it up a half an hour, and we start a little bit earlier, but that's not the case tomorrow because there will be a freshman game, just a different opponent. So we are now going to get the second half underway in the next 52 seconds. Unless the referee says stop the clock.
That was funny last game. He's like, yeah, I don't want to wait anymore. Let's just go.
Yeah, let's
You
save
guys are
ourselves
ready.
30 seconds.
You guys are
Everybody's
ready.
here. So, and it's not like BV Live Sports has to come back from commercial or anything like that.
After these messages, we'll be right back. You remember that?
I do remember
Yeah.
that. I could even sing it.
With my voice the way it is tonight, I'm not going to try that.
My voice isn't 100% either, so I'll save my singing for the weekend. Don't forget, you can join us on Facebook.com/BB Live Sports. Scan that QR code and like us on Facebook. And we're talking about how in a couple of weeks the basketball season will end. We've got a couple of senior nights coming up for the boys and the girls. Then we take a week off, and then it's lacrosse season. Can't wait for that.
That's going to be fun.
Julia Thomas on the girls' side. Can't wait to see what she's able to do. New coach for both the boys and the girls teams this year. Harlan York for the girls. Chris Wilson for the boys. We've got a basketball season to get through first.
Yeah.
Ball deflected away from Cale Bird, and so Ponderosa has a chance to score first here in the third quarter. Broncos showing their own form of relentless defense.
Well, they did that throughout the entire first half, especially the second quarter.
That is the second block tonight by Mitchell Emery.
Wow. Spider-Man, I'm telling you.
He liked that call.
I think he did.
Here's Woods. Jake Wyzinski finds the opening, and then there's a collision. I'm going to say he was in the act of shooting. It's on Emery. That's the third on Mitchell Emery. It's like Travis Hansen's getting ready to come in.
Yeah,
the Rowdy Rooters will roar their approval with that.
Yeah, you figured Emery was going to take a seat. 3 fouls. They're going to want to save him for late in the game.
Can you imagine what will happen with the Rowdy Rooters if Travis Hansen scores?
Oh man, you and I will have to get up and jump.
Here's Jonah Wooden on the outside. Jake Wyszynski has the guarding assignment. Hansen. And he's picked up by Wyszynski. Now Wooden to the baseline. Fade away, skips out, no good. Wooden gets his own rebound and draws the foul. And this will go against Travis Bays. I have him for, they have him for 2, so I'll go with what the scorers table says.
There you go. Friendly bounce there.
That is definitely a friendly bounce. See that go up like that, it's like, oh man, oh. Cale Bird the rebound. Bird, defender falls, offensive rebound, he's tied up.
We get a jump off from there. 2 offensive rebounds though.
Terrific defense by Ponderosa, and they get possession of the ball. 9-point lead. Wyszynski. Here's Woods. Woods with the runner, draws the foul.
See who that's on.
That's on Cale Bird, it's his first. Clark Woods the second. He is a 69% free throw shooter. That's his second miss tonight.
Yeah. It's because of his shoes. Color.
Not at all. He'd be really struggling if he was red and white. So.
Too many turnovers.
Here's Wooden driving in. Ponderosa back the other way. Bailey. That's a 19-footer on the way from Wyszynski. He's up to 4. Lead is now 6. Broncos haven't scored yet here in the second quarter. Well, they have the 1 free throw, actually. Sorry.
Well, they started the first quarter like that as well.
Ooh, 3-point shot for Ben Bailey. And that now cuts the lead to 3. I think the Broncos have been as high as 11.
Yeah.
Now we have a game. Rucker thought about the 3. Drives in, big collision, and an offensive foul. That would be the 3rd on Rucker.
Yeah.
So some foul issues going for Bella Vista. Cade Rucker has 3, Mitchell Emery has 3. This is going to be some extended playing time for the likes of Austin Hoey and Braden Haggerty as they come into the game.
Yeah, they're going to have to pick up the slack, especially on the rebounding side.
Travis Hansen also coming out. There's Jenks down the lane. The runner does not go. Wooden the rebound. Broncos need some points. Here's Cale Bird. Bird with a spin move. 360 on the baseline.
Nice. Hey, just give it to Bird.
Let him do everything. 14 points for Cale Bird. Woods back the other way. That was halfway down and it came out. Heartbreak shot for Clark Woods the second.
And Cale Bird wants the ball.
And they're going to call him for an offensive foul. Trying to think what he did there.
Yeah, Yeah, that was interesting.
Looked like Bailey was there and got a hand on the ball to jar it loose. And I didn't see any contact from either player.
I did not either.
That's the second on Bird. 4th team foul on Bella Vista. Bird is still in the game. Lysinski, here's Rada. Rada weaves his way through traffic and he travels with the ball. Bronco lead is at 5. They have a chance to increase it. Gale Bird on Bailey. Bird drives in with the Euro.
Oh, and he's got it.
Foul, and will go to the line.
Wow. 16 points, right?
16 points for Cale Bird. Banyan Bila called for the personal. Sorry, they just got the information.
In and out.
That's Rada on the foul. And Ponderosa on the rebound. Here's Bailey. Jake Wysinski immediately closed off. Hoey and Iwamasa were there on the double team. Iwamasa deflects the ball and comes up with the steal.
Both these teams' defense is just outstanding.
Haggerty over to Iwamasa. Got it!
Coach Kessler loved that one. He had the Tiger Woods fist pump there.
Broncos by 10. Rada tries a step around move. Hoey flying in to try and get the rebound. Makes all kinds of contact. That'll be the first on Austin Hoey. And here's Jacob Rada at the free throw line. Rowdy Rooters making their presence felt. Let's check in on the Rooters mic. And they will say that they had everything to do with that.
It's like a car screeching or a horror movie. I don't know which one.
Haggerty, he'll launch a three. Piazza the rebound. Here comes Jake Wysinski. On Iwamasa. Up against Hoey. They're going to call Hoey again. Second foul in the matter of about a minute there on Austin Hoey. But he's seeing some extended playing time due to foul issues. And I'll tell you what, in taking that foul, he prevents the basket.
And he prevents a point.
At least one.
Yep.
So that is successful. Ben Bailey comes out. Zeeland Jenks is back in. 1 of 2 for Wysinski. He's got 5 tonight. Here's Bird. Now Wooden. Broncos playing the perimeter game, and of course, as is their style, Ponderosa comes out to meet you. Gale Bird is pocket picked by Clark Woods II, and then Woods is fouled from behind.
Wow. Was that against Iwamasa?
They're calling that on Hoey. That'll be his third.
Well, that's what happens when you play two physical teams like this. Get a lot of fouls.
And the screeching continues from the Rowdy Rooters.
Banshee, there we go. That's the one I was thinking of.
The Screaming Banshee.
The Screaming Banshees.
Woods brings this now to a 6-point lead. And Haggerty to inbound. Full court press from Ponderosa. Haggerty finds the opportunity to clear. Here's Iwamasa on Bryce Wyzinski. High post it goes Bird. Bird works off a screen from Wooden. There's Haggerty. Thought about the shot. Finds Iwamasa instead. Tomei. Again, just relentless defense. Not allowing the Broncos to find anything open. Now, Haggerty drives in, draws the foul.
He kind of has to throw up a prayer there. Almost looked like it was going to drop.
Looks like Bryce Wyzinski gets the personal. And Braden Haggerty with the sky blue shoes with purple accents.
I like those.
Haggerty's a 53% free throw shooter on the year.
%100 tonight.
100% there. First points of the game for Braden Haggerty. The lead is 8. Jenks finds the opening and he gets the roll. 8 points for Zeeland Jenks. Back to a 6-point lead. Still anybody's game as we approach the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. Tomei from the baseline. And he draws a foul.
Yeah. Hit his shooting hand. Just.
Well, again, you're not going to get the threes to fall or get the opportunity to take the three. Draw the fouls.
Right.
Go to the free throw line.
I agree.
Bryce Wyzinski's called for the foul, his second. Tomei, we talked about it before, is a 70% free throw shooter. One of 2 there. He's got 3 on the night, all from the free throw line. He's 3 of 4 for tonight. Oh my goodness, what a move by
Wow.
Bryce Wyzinski. It doesn't go. Shows his athletic ability right there.
A reverse layup, it looked like.
Iwamasa to the baseline.
Oh, partially blocked.
Looks like that's deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Bella Vista. 21 seconds on the shot clock. 1:51 to go in the third. Iwamasa. Here's Wooden at the high post. Wooden, fadeaway jumper.
Oh, beautiful.
He could be deadly from that.
Yeah, he's like, oh, nobody's going to jump, so I will.
5 points for Jonah Wooden tonight. 9-point lead for the Broncos. Piazza. Bryce Wyzinski to his brother. Jake up over Bird. Not there. Wooden, another rebound. Iwamasa nearly has his pocket picked. Stays with it. Here's Wooden. Iwamasa.
Oh, yeah, you could see the hip push there. Wyzinski.
That's Bryce Wyzinski. That's his third. He's talking to the official right now, just looking for an explanation.
Yes.
On the 2 free throws, he knows he's coming out.
Yeah.
Clark Woods, the second, is back in. As is Banyan Bila. Jacob Rada will also head off to the bench. 2 free throws from Trevor Iwamasa. He's up to 8. 11-point lead for the Broncos. Biggest lead of the night. Jenks finds the opening. Got there without the ball.
Yeah, he looked like it just kind of slipped out of his hands there.
Broncos knock it out of bounds. Here's Woods. Jenks thought about it. I think Bella Vista was kind of daring him to take it. Bila for 3. Tomei the rebound. Approaching 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. About a 7-second difference on the shot clock. Nice steal on the part of Zealand Jenks. That's the second time he's done something like that.
And back
He's got
on,
10.
Right back on defense.
Broncos can play for one. Iwamasa on Wysinski. That's Jake Wysinski. And that would be his first personal, according to my numbers.
Yep.
And that is the 5th team foul on, or actually it's the 6th.
6th, yeah, 16
but
foul.
they're over the limit. Iwamasa made a couple just a few moments ago. He's a 72% free throw shooter. Ooh,
Oh,
Bird. This is going to go against.
going to go against Bird.
That'll be his third as we head into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So free throws at the other end now. Kenyon Bila will get these free throws. Got the white and black Nikes going. Looks like maybe there might be some light pink accents to
I think
those.
it's some light pink and maybe some light green in there as well.
Now that's a true color commentator.
Yes.
Bila gets one.
Hansen, Euro step.
Nice move from
He's
Travis
got it.
Hansen. Gets
He's
his
got
first
it.
points.
First points of the season.
That is the first points of the season for Travis Hansen. Look at him.
Yeah, you got fans, you got rowdy rooters, you got everybody on their feet.
Well, they've wanted Travis for a long time to get into the games and get his points. Fantastic. Somebody is not going to get much sleep tonight. All right, so we are heading into the final quarter. It's a 10-point Bronco lead, powered by that buzzer beater by Travis Hansen. Still only one player for Ponderosa in double digits. That's Zealand Jenks. He's got 10.
Yeah,
Clark Woods II has 5 now, and Jake Wysinski has 5. Those are the leading scorers. For Bella Vista, 16 points for Cale Bird, 8 points for Trevor Iwamasa, and 4 for Cade Rucker, who hasn't scored since the first quarter, but he's been in foul trouble.
Yeah, he's been in foul trouble. You know, I believe it's Emery, Bird, and Rucker all have 3 fouls. So it's going to be interesting to see how much, how long they're going to be able to stay in. Hopefully, not getting in any trouble.
Free throws kind of evening out in the fourth quarter or third quarter there. Bella Vista was 6 of 11, 55% from the line. Ponderosa 7 of 12, 58%. Broncos turned the ball over 7 times. Ponderosa just twice.
Yeah.
But the Broncos still have that 10-point lead. It was 9 at halftime, so they outscored them by just 1 point.
I'll take it.
There's Trevor Iwamasa draws the foul. They need to clean up some moisture off the field, off the floor.
Some sweat. I always thought that was funny how they all rub their shoes on it.
Yeah, because the soles can help kind of dry it out.
Absorb it.
Yeah. Or spread it out to where it dries quicker.
Maybe that's it. Yeah.
Iwamasa, if he makes this free throw, he'll hit double digits. Bingo. Broncos by 12. That is their biggest lead of the game. Hayes pulls up from about 18. Bailey, the rebound, draws the foul.
It's going to be on Hansen.
Well, you know he's in the scorer's book with points now. Might as well get a foul, too. Good to see that they've kept him out there.
Yeah. I believe he even had a Euro step with that basket, too.
Travis Hansen just doing it all tonight. Free throws there for Ponderosa. Lead back to 10. This is the third straight game where the Broncos have not had a significant drought.
Wooden trying to go deep.
Offensive foul. That's on Jonah.
Sure.
So that's, I think,
I'm not sure about that one either.
they're calling it on Rucker. He said 33. That's 4 on Rucker.
Wow. It must have been somewhere.
Must have been away from the ball.
Yeah.
Here's Woods. He finds an opening. Collision with Wooden. Be the second on Wooden. Woods will go to the line. He's not getting. The Broncos have done a really good defensive job on Mark Woods' side.
They have. They really have.
But like we've talked about, if he's not getting the shots, he's not able to take the shots, just attack.
Exactly.
Draw the fouls. Go to the free throw line. It's that high basketball IQ. Struggled at the line tonight.
Well, I am going to credit the Banshee for that one.
The Bella Vista Banshee. Here's Wood.
BVB.
Bird. Bird finds the opening. Scoop to the hoop. Does not fall. Collision in backcourt. Looks like Wooden's going to get another one. That'd be the third on Jonah Wooden. Are they calling the foul? Yes. Lead is 9. Mitchell Emery back into the game. Hustle. They call the travel.
Yeah. Good job by Emery getting his hand on the ball, knocking it loose.
So Emery, Hoey, Bird, and Wooden all have 3 fouls. Cade Rucker has 4. The Broncos just brought Mitchell Emery back into the game. And his aggressiveness turned the ball over. And now a timeout call. So for the Broncos, the key here is to not let this one slip away.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's going to be interesting because they need to let, those guys that are in foul trouble right now, they need to get that clock as far down as possible before they have to start bringing in, going deep to their bench.
And so if you're Coach Kessler, how do you manage your roster with 4 players in serious foul trouble? It's like you don't want. You're going to have to keep Cade Rucker out for a little bit because you're probably going to want him down the stretch.
I would say he probably won't see play time until the 2-minute mark, depending on how close it is.
Wooden, Bird, and Emery are all in the game right now. And each of them has 3 fouls. Iwamasa on Banyan Vila. Here's Wooden. Wooden off the screen. Here's Emery. Emery puts it up with the right hand. Bounces out. Gets his own rebound. Trying to fight for it. The ball
See where they give
is
it.
going to stay with Bella Vista. Emery kind of had a sense that was the case because he pulled his hands back.
Yeah.
Cade Rucker is coming back in for Travis Hansen.
Okay, I was wrong.
So the Broncos have their starting 5 in the game right now. A lot of fouls. Bird was bumped.
Yeah. 33 or 24, one of the two. 33.
For Bailey, that's his first.
So if this is how the fourth quarter is going to go, Bella Vista is going to want to make these free throws.
Yeah, they're going to be going to the line.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be the key, and it's worked for them so far. Bird has 17 points tonight. I get the sense we might be talking to him tonight. Here's Jake Wyzinski. Weaves his way around a couple of players.
Traveled.
Well, it's either that or stepping on the baseline. Yeah, they call the travel. They're right.
They're right. You can't do that. Exactly.
You can't do that. Yeah, absolutely.
They speak the truth.
Here's Emery. What a move. Dancing,
doesn't
coming
go.
off. Jenks the rebound for Ponderosa. Here's Woods. Woods through a double team. Little backhanded shot does not go. It stays with Ponderosa. Anybody's game here.
Yeah, it's only 10 points. Just under 6 to go.
Earlier this season, Ponderosa beat Bella Vista by 10. Broncos leading this one by 10. Jake Wyzinski. Down the lane, finger roll is good.
Interesting.
Wyzinski with 7 points and a timeout called.
Interesting play there. Wyzinski kind of wrapped his arm around Iwamasa there to get by him. No call.
So look at the timeouts. Bella Vista has 2 left and Ponderosa 3. We'll see what happens down the stretch here if this one gets closer. It's an 8-point game right now with the Broncos set to get possession.
Yeah.
Boy, this has been a very entertaining game tonight.
It has been intense. I mean, the last few games like this they've all been like this. And it just shows, once again, it shows what Kessler's building. You know, he's building a very, assertive, aggressive team, scrappy, we keep using that word. These guys, they're tough. They are a tough group. And then you got Ponderosa on the other side, who's just as tough. So,
well, that's how he described Ponderosa, but I get the feeling that you're right. And we've seen Bella Vista play that way as well.
Yeah.
That's what he wants. He wants that to be consistent, because if you're going to go up against the behemoths like Intercom,
yes,
you really just have to frustrate them.
Yeah, and I mean, you heard what their coach said. You know, they want to hold their team to 35 points or less. Got to get it
Here's
across.
Emery. Finds Bird. Wide open, Jonah Wooden. That was open for a second. The shot does not go. This is going to stay with Bella Vista.
Boy, if you're Coach Kessler, you're looking at that clock and you're like, man,
this is just taking forever.
It could not go any slower.
Rucker follows the shot, gets the rebound, and muscles it up and in. You know, I think Rucker with less than 4 fouls might have been a little bit more aggressive on that play.
Yeah, I agree.
You could see him pull back a little bit. But he got the points anyway. Collision underneath. Is that on Rucker? That would be it for Rucker. So Cade Rucker fouls out, unless they're going to change it. Nope.
Wow.
So Braden Haggerty coming in, and Cade Rucker's night is done. Not before he brought the Bella Vista lead back to 10 points. Zealand Jenks will get another free throw here. 58%er on the year. 1 of 2 for Jinx. First point of the fourth quarter, he's got 11 to lead the way for Ponderosa. You know, the Ponderosa win over Bella Vista, nobody scored more than 9 points for them in that game. However, 9 different players scored.
Oh, geez, yeah. The Haggerty getting pushed out of bounds there.
Get the foul called. That'll be the third team foul and the second personal on Ben Bailey. Sealand Jinx, by the way, has 3. Bryce Wyszynski has 3 for Ponderosa. Iwamasa to inbound. There's Wood underneath.
Nice play.
What a good look and a good finish. Wooden has 7. Iwamasa another assist. Here's Woods. Collision on the ground. This will be a held ball. It'll stay with Ponderosa. Lots of whistles.
Yeah.
Slowing this one down.
It has been a slow fourth quarter.
I think it's been kind of a night of slowness because this game got underway almost 20 minutes late because of the previous action running long. Jenks almost lost it, gets it up, back, inside. Did Bird get a hand on that?
I think he did.
Might have. And then Bailey finishes. Lead is 9. Jonah Wooden on the outside. Man-to-man defense from Ponderosa. Here's Emery. Broncos taking their time. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, they should be taking their time right now.
Emery finds the opening. There's the collision. They're going to call the block. And Emery will go to the free throw line. That's on Jake Wyszynski, his second. Mitchell Emery scoreless tonight so far.
Yeah.
Oh, that ball's going to tease him. I'm going to go in, but I'm going to make you sweat.
Yeah.
Emery 11 points, 2 steals, and 2 blocks against El Campo on Friday. 1 of 2 that trip. He's a 69% free throw shooter. Here's Woods. Back outside, Rada, 3-pointer. Huge 3-pointer for
that's big.
Ponderosa. Lead is 7. 3.5 to go. It's still anybody's game. Wooden to the outside.
That just amazes me how relentless Ponderosa's defense is.
And they're still going strong. That's off a foot.
Stay Bella Vista ball.
Stay Bella Vista ball. Did they reset? Coach Kessler is asking if it was a kick. It may have gone off a leg.
Yeah.
There's Bird. Bird, Iwamasa underneath, tries to save it in bounds. Loose on the ground. Ponderosa comes up with it. Chance to cut the lead further. Rada. There's Bailey. Bailey to the outside. Wyszynski wants a screen. Gets the screen. 17-footer.
5-point ball game.
Ponderosa. Well, that's one of the other things about Ponderosa that Coach Kessler mentioned. They never quit.
Oh!
What a block by Mitchell Emery! And then Cale Bird back at the other end, muscles it up.
Wow!
Holy mackerel!
What a defensive play by Emery.
Indeed. Here's Woods back the other way. His runner doesn't go. He draws the foul. So the crowd back into it. The crowd energized on the block and the finish. But Clark Woods the second, unfazed by any of that. His coach is his daddy.
Yeah,
They might not be aware of that.
Yeah, they're probably not. What a game. Ender, he's going to have a sore hand after that smack.
Couple of free throws from Woods. He's now up to 8 points on the night. Get a timeout called here. The lead is 5 with 2.5 minutes to go. So if you're Coach Kessler, what are you telling your team right now?
What are you telling them, or what? If it was me inside, I'm thinking, hold on, because these last 2.5 minutes are going to be very intense. 5-point game. I mean, I think you go back to what you know. You don't have Rucker out there, but you still have Cale Bird out there. He's been your offense. I think you keep feeding him down on the low post or on a breakaway. You know, it's hard to say. With the way this defense is playing, it's really hard to say.
Cale Bird, by the way, 19 points tonight. He's had a few 20-point matchups, including the January 6th game at Ponderosa. The Bella Vista lost by 10. Bird went for 24 points and 16 rebounds in that game.
Well, there you go.
I think he likes playing against Ponderosa.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, he does.
Broncos need a bucket here.
I mean, you know, and you also have to think you can't really waste a lot of time off the clock because you only have a 5-point lead.
Emery was open. They bring it back out to the perimeter. Here's Haggerty. Wooden thought he took a shot to the face, no call. Here's Emery. Ball deflected away, nearly stolen. Back to Emery. Emery, I think they're called the travel.
Yeah, and the more you pass and the more you move the ball around with that kind of a defensive intensity, you're just increasing your chances of turning it over.
And he just got caught trying to decide, am I going to fake, am I going to drive? And he tried to do both.
I mean, if you're the Broncos, gosh, you might want to do the same thing right now.
2 minutes to go.
And there you go.
Overplay by Jonah Wooden with the steal. Much needed basket for Jonah Wooden. He's got 9. Bronco lead back to 7. Here's Woods. Woods, he'll spot up from 3. Bailey, the rebound, and he muscles that one up and in. And Bailey with 9-6 here in the fourth quarter. Back to a 5-point lead.
I was wondering when they were going to try to trap.
Bird thought about the shot. Iwamasa, double team. Iwamasa tries to draw the foul. He does.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. That is smart basketball right there.
Well, you can't wear gold shoes and not have a high basketball IQ.
That is true. That is true. Or bright pink or neon green.
Iwamasa now to 11 points on the night, and again, a 72% free throw shooter. A make here brings it back to a 7-point lead for Bella Vista. He calmly steps to the line and hits them both. 12 points for Iwamasa.
So now you got a minute 20.
Collision, offensive foul. Cale Bird takes the charge.
Doing it all tonight.
Not worried about those 3 fouls. Well, at this point, I suppose you can pretty much turn people loose.
Yeah, exactly.
If they've got 3 fouls. It's just a minute 18 to go.
Look at that defense go, though.
Here's Bird. Iwamasa at the top. Approaching the final minute.
If you're Ponderosa right now, you're going to press super hard. Bella Vista is just going to waste time.
14 on the shot clock. Iwamasa having a little trouble with the ball. Gets it back. And it sounds like, looks like Coach Kessler
bailed him out.
Bails him out.
Bailed him out.
We're not giving up this possession. And to Iwamasa's credit, he did get the handle of the ball before play was blown dead. But still, smart call by Coach Kessler. Broncos would have one more timeout left here in regulation. They lead by 7. What a game this has turned out to be tonight.
Yeah.
These are the fun ones.
This is I'm on the edge of my seat, literally.
The Broncos have some momentum going right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, a couple of tough ones coming up on the road with Rio and Inderkum before they're home a week from Friday against Christian Brothers. Christian Brothers, one of the best teams in the Capital Valley Conference. That ought to be fun.
But you remember that game? I believe they played very well in the first half of that game, if I remember correctly.
And and that's one of those games where they played well in the first half, and then it kind
Right,
of got
it
away
kind
from
of got
them.
away from them.
We're in
Right.
a stretch where that was happening. Last 3 nights, that has not happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the secret sauce is, but it's working.
I can remember Coach Cussler heading into the Vista Del Lago game last week saying, we've got 3 straight home games, and this is a chance to get on a nice winning streak
Exactly.
and kind of right the ship a little bit, if you will.
Yep, tighten the screws.
And they're going to say that that's a turnover on Bella Vista. There was collision there, and I think Iwamasa at least was hoping he'd get a foul called.
Yeah. Well, he's done very well from the line, so.
7-point lead. Here's Rada. He's already made 1 3 tonight. Bird the rebound.
Yeah, they're going to foul him. Yep.
Yeah, and Iwamasa, he was just going to say, we're leading by 7. You got to come and foul me.
Yeah.
And even if I just sit here and hold this for 10 seconds in a violation, we still lead by 7.
Exactly.
So send me to the free throw line or run 10 seconds off the clock. You decide.
For Ponderosa, that's a lose-lose situation.
So Iwamasa, that's his 5th free throw here in the 4th quarter. In fact, he's made 8 free throws overall tonight. Make it 9.
Make it 9. Wow.
6 points in the 4th quarter, all at the free throw line. He's got 14
Oh,
points
what a
total.
strip by Emery.
That one is out of bounds. They're going to say it stays. No, an overrule. We
Yeah.
had one official say it go one way. The other said it goes the other. Looked to me like it went off Ponderosa, and we've got a pretty good shot from across the way. And Iwamasa.
Well, he's the best. I mean, if you're at Bella Vista, he's the best guy to have the ball in.
Yeah, especially since he's making his free throws right now. Wonder if he can get himself to 10 free throws made in the 4th quarter here.
It's going to happen right here.
You know he's going to go at least one more time.
Yeah.
And even though the Rowdy Rooters are serenading Ponderosa, that doesn't bother Iwamasa. 8 made free throws here in the 4th quarter by Trevor Iwamasa. Wyzinski will launch a 3. That was halfway down and came out. Emery gets the rebound. Tie-up situation. It will favor Bella Vista.
They're saying no foul.
So just the possession arrow going to Bella Vista. They get it into Iwamasa, and guess what?
We got a chance.
Breaking news. Trevor Iwamasa is going to the free throw line.
Excuse me.
8 free throws here in the 4th quarter. Effortless. This would be his 10th made free throw in this quarter.
Got it.
How about that?
And that's been the difference right there. Bella Vista has made their free throws. When put to the line, they've made their free throws.
Here's Wyzinski. Banyan Bilo will launch a 3. Bailey gets the rebound. He'll put up a shot. Ball being bounced around. The Bella Vista Broncos have just completed a 3-0 stretch of 3 consecutive home games here with wins over Vista Del Lago, Del Campo, and now Ponderosa.
Yeah. And it was the Bird Iwamasa show.
Indeed it was. Impressive games for both of them. Trevor Iwamasa finishes with 18 points, 10 of those on free throws in the 4th quarter.
Amazing.
Cale Bird with 19. They lead the way.
And you see Hansen being picked up there by
my goodness.
by the Rowdy Rooters.
You can see that on the screen. Zooming in there, Travis Hansen getting his first points of the game, and he's being carried. First points of the season, I should say. How about that?
I'm guessing he's a fan favorite, or at least a Rowdy Rooter favorite.
I think so. Well, here's a guy that doesn't see a lot of playing time, and when he does, he's called upon to do the dirty work.
Yeah, absolutely is.
And the stuff, again, we talked about the stuff that doesn't show up in the scorebook. Well, he finally shows up in the scorebook tonight.
There you go.
With a buzzer beater at the end of the third quarter.
Couldn't be happier for him.
Absolutely fantastic. So we will stick around for a little bit. Coach Cussler should be joining us, and I would imagine, in fact, Coach Cussler, Cale Bird, and Trevor Iwamasa, they're all on their way up here right now. So this will be great. And got proud Papa off to our left here keeping stats for us as well, Aaron Bird. So we'll let everybody kind of file in here, and we will get ready to talk about our.
It's all right, we'll get it.
We'll send someone down there. Don't worry, that happens to us all the time.
Yep.
All right. So here, let's bring that just a little closer if we could. There we go, Coach. So I remember the conversation that we had before the Vista Del Lago game. You were really excited about having 3 straight home games, and you felt that this is a really good chance for your team. And look at that, 3-game winning streak.
3-0.
It's nice to be home. It's nice to have our crowd. I think, honestly, we have the best crowd in the league.
Yep.
Shout out to the students for coming out and supporting us, the parents, and I think that the team feeds off that. Feeds off the energy, and obviously it's familiar grounds from home court, and we got a couple more home games, so hopefully we can get a couple more.
Couple more home games, and those are going to be against. Those are going to be some fun ones. So
they will be.
Looks like your clipboard has made it back.
Came back.
It's back.
Very good. See, you said that you got the best crowd around. They'll even go under the stands.
Exactly.
There you go.
So.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
So we're looking at some of the numbers, and we're going to get a chance to talk to both Trevor and Cale here in just a second. Those are your 2 leading scorers. Trevor Iwamasa hits 10 free throws in the 4th quarter. That was incredible, and it's
Big
like,
time.
And I mean, it was like smooth as silk every time he went to the line.
Yep.
Yeah.
He knew how important they were, but it wasn't phasing him at all.
Yeah, he normally does a good job of setting up his teammates, and me and the assistant coaches have been poking at him to shoot more and look for his shot more, and I think today with him getting in double figures, it's kind of proof that when he scores, or even if it's free throws or threes, whatever it is, it really helps us become more of a complete team.
Yeah.
Well, to get to the free throw line, you have to be doing something.
Exactly.
Whether it's driving or at the end of the game, just getting that inbounds pass and waiting for them to come and foul you so that the clock stops. But
yeah, and he's steady. I mean, he doesn't let that shake him, and he gets bumped and he gets knocked down, and he just keeps getting back up and moving on to the next play. So, big kudos to him.
Indeed. And then Cale Bird, 19 points tonight. What was the rebounds? We're gonna tally up the rebounds.
Double.
Oh yeah, he had a double.
17.
Yeah.
Oh,
13. 13 total.
the Birdman, yeah.
The
That
Birdman,
yes.
Well, I would be lying if I haven't in the past said Bird flies in for the rebound.
Oh,
because he does.
100%. And gosh, he was just making clutch play after clutch play, and man, whether it was defense, rebounds, scoring when we needed him to, he's just a wonderful player.
And I know that one of the things that you've told your players is an open shot is a good shot. Ponderosa's defense really did not give a lot of opportunities for the perimeter shots tonight. And your guys adjusted very well. They drove to the basket, went to the free throw line, got those more intermediate shots. Jonah Wooden's deadly from about that 12 to 15 range.
15 range, yeah.
He loves that shot, and like we talked about pregame, they're tough. I mean, they pushed us around a little bit. We had a ton of turnovers in the first half, and then I think we adjusted, and and we started being stronger with the ball. And their defense is tough. I mean, they are a really, really tough team, and they've got some young guys, so it'll be a tough challenge for the next few years for sure.
Okay, so looking ahead, Rio Americano and Intercom, you've seen both of them already because we're in the second half of league, and so some thoughts about those games. They're on the road. Thoughts about those opponents?
Well, Rio is really complete. We were winning at halftime when we played them here, and so we came out flat in the second half, and I think that really doomed us. So when we go on the road, we're going to have to start quick, and we're going to have a complete game. If we have one down quarter or a few minutes of a lag, it's going to be tough because they're complete. They've got seniors. They're a really well-coached team. But I think when we watch film tomorrow and we have practice, we'll be ready with a game plan, and we'll be ready to attack them.
And then we see you again a week from Friday against Christian Brothers, so we're looking forward to that one as well. Well, certainly good luck in the next few games, and thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations on a third straight win.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much.
All right,
Thank you.
so we're going to pass the headset on. Cale Bird's going to come in next, and they're just going to switch places.
All right. Your boy
They're
fans there.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, they're taking pictures of you. Those are going to
Always.
show up on Instagram, right?
I hope not.
Tell me about your game. 19 points. I think we said 13 rebounds.
Nice.
So a double-double. We like to say that's a trip to In-N-Out.
Yep.
So
And they're still open, so
I'll get some.
yeah.
So talk about that tonight. Were you just kind of feeling it tonight?
Oh, I mean, well, when we played them away, it was just like I was scoring a lot too inside. So game plan was just like kill them inside again. So every time I got inside, it was just kind of just go up because nobody was like, I just have a height advantage. So it's just.
Right.
Yeah.
You like playing against these guys. 19 tonight, 24 on the 6th. So, I mean, my numbers tells me that's 43 points against them. So
Well, size advantage definitely helps for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
You guys did such a good job on the defense. You know, I'm sure you came into this game and Coach Kessler told you, hey, these are a tough team. They're very good defensively. It seems like you guys really match that defense, which is, I know you guys have been working on that. What is Coach and what have you guys been working on to be able to face off against a team that's that defensive?
Oh, well, they're like super physical too. So what it really is, just like at practice, we just kind of have to like really push each other.
Yeah.
Because if we're not like pushing each other at practice, we're not like getting anything
Yeah,
out of it, you know.
absolutely.
And especially for Pondo, with how like they like outworked us so much the first game. So we knew coming in here what we had to do to win, and it was just like be more physical. And I think that's part of the reason we won. I mean, they definitely still did what they do, but we worked as much as we could. So
Yeah.
and as I mentioned to Coach, you guys were attacking the basket a lot more tonight. They closed off those perimeter shots that often the Broncos are able to take because you have some pretty good shooters here. You guys really did have to kind of attack more.
Yeah, well, Coach wanted us to drive more too because all of us had a size advantage really.
Yeah.
So he was kind of like, I mean, if it's there, take it. But he wanted us going to the paint way more this game, especially compared to like other teams in our league we play that are like bigger than us, you know. So,
So use it to your advantage.
yes.
And you did.
Yeah.
You absolutely did.
Okay, so Rio and Endercom coming up. You know what they're all about. So some thoughts about those rematches.
We just got to play hard too, I guess. That's different than Pondo. They're definitely bigger than us. So for the most part, especially Intercom. But we played hard against both those teams. I think we have a good shot still. We just got to play our game, hit shots.
I agree.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Cale, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Continued
All right.
success. Oh, before we let you go, as a senior, any plans for next year? What are you looking at doing?
I mean, I don't really plan on playing anywhere and stuff. I don't.
Okay.
No, probably not. I mean,
no.
that's kind of just that's not so much interest in that. I
You're
guess.
leaving it all on the Bella Vista floor.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
All right.
That's the plan.
No place you go would have fans like these ones, right?
Exactly.
Right, no, for sure. Yeah, I
All
can't
right.
get it like this.
Well, thank you, Cale. We
All right,
appreciate
thank
it.
you,
We'll
guys.
see you
Take care.
down in the next game. We're gonna
Thank
let Trevor Iwamasa slide in here next. And before we talk basketball, I got to ask about the gold shoes.
Yeah.
Those are pretty slick.
Thank you.
And you've got the highlighter yellows and the
Yep,
orange
yep.
ones as well.
You
actually
got a pink
collect
pair
them?
too, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just like collecting them, or
Yep.
okay?
Yep. That's what I like.
All right. Well, they look slick out on the floor.
Do we ask how many you have?
Too many.
Too many. Okay. All right.
Well, if you've ever listened to our broadcast, you know
We
the
always
shoes
talking
are-
about your shoes.
The shoes are a big deal.
Yeah.
So, okay. So 10 free throws in the fourth quarter. You just stepped up there and just made free throw after free throw after
Yep.
free throw.
Yep.
You knew the game was. It was still pretty tight. You knew that each one of those was important.
Yeah.
Does it? Did you think about it, or you just go up there? You're pretty confident with what you're doing.
Yeah, I know I can make my free throws, so I just got to get the ball and then get fouled and then make my free throws and finish the game.
And you were doing that down the
Yep.
stretch. You just kind of got the inbounds pass and just cradled it and bent over and come on over and foul me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make 2 free throws.
Yeah. Yeah, you really put the, with your free throws, you really put the game out of reach for Ponderosa. And, it shows you spent a lot of time at practicing your free throws.
Yes, definitely.
Good.
A couple of 3-pointers tonight as well.
Yeah.
So and a total of 18 points tonight. So that's a pretty impressive game for you
Thank
tonight.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
What,
Awesome
what,
job.
what was it like out there? I think that after the game on the 6th, you knew that this is a team you could beat.
Definitely.
And so just kind of take us through the environment out there.
Well, against Pondo, we get rushed because they're so physical, scrappy, right? And then we just have to find our momentum and our team chemistry, because we tend to speed things up. So we just need to slow down, find our rhythm, and then attack them where we can hit them, in the paint.
Yeah.
And you did
And
that
you did
tonight. They may have closed off a lot of the outside
Yeah.
shots, but you guys found those openings in the paint and took advantage of it. All right. Well, I'll ask you the Rio and Intercom questions too. Your thoughts as with those being the next 2 games.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult, but I think we got them. Like Intercom, we just have to keep our momentum, can't slack off, right? And then same with Rio, I think we got them.
Yeah.
Kind of like Pondo, just have to get good defensive stops and then push the ball, and I think we'll be good.
I agree.
All right.
I have one question for you.
Yeah,
How cool was it to see Hanson get a shot off?
Oh yeah.
phenomenal. I love the cheering.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
Well, and talk about him a little bit, because he's probably worked just as hard as anybody else. And now he gets his opportunity. He finally gets one to fall for.
Yeah, he's been working really hard in practice, recovering from that knee injury against Casa, and he worked his butt off today. Did a good
Yeah,
job.
he did. He did. He got some good minutes.
Brought the house down at the end of the third quarter.
Yes, he did.
too,
Yep.
All right. Well, Trevor, thanks for joining us
Thank
tonight. We
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the win.
Yep,
Good
thank
luck
you.
the rest of the way.
Thank
3
you.
in a row.
All right, you bet. So our thanks to Coach Kussler, of course, and for Trevor Iwamasa and Cale Bird for joining us here on the post-game show. So look at some of the final numbers. Bella Vista 49% from the floor tonight. Ponderosa 29%. The three-point shooting 17% to 15%. Not a lot of three-point shots by either team.
No.
We expected Ponderosa, especially with Jackson Piazza,
Yeah.
to just kind of light it up. But they were 3 of 20, and Bella Vista 1 of 6. So they took their shots. They just couldn't get them to go. And the free throws, Bella Vista 23 of 31 from the line tonight, 74%. And Ponderosa, they go to the line 23 times, 14 makes. And the Broncos 12 of 14 in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
Down the stretch.
And that
of course,
tells the story right
10
there.
of those were Trevor Iwamasa. So, and he was, I was wondering about this. He was 10 of 10.
10 of 10. Wow.
In the fourth quarter. So, and 13 of 16 overall from the line.
That's amazing.
It certainly is. Cale Bird, 19 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 of those 13 on the offensive side. 69% from the floor, a steal, and 3 blocks.
Man, all-around game.
And then Iwamasa, 18 points, 3 assists, 3 steals. We mentioned 13 of 16 from the free throw line and 10 of 10 in the fourth quarter. So, going into the Vista Del Lago game last week, one of the things that Coach was talking about was need to put together a complete game. Well, they just put together 3 complete games. And you look at Iwamasa down the stretch, they needed him to hit those free throws, and he did.
And George, what was really interesting about this game, if you remember the beginning of the third quarter, Ponderosa was bullying them around a little bit. A couple quick turnovers. But here's where I see the growth. Bella Vista did not let that bother them. They still ended up, I believe they ended up winning the quarter by 1 point. And they stayed aggressive. They stayed true to themselves. And they played out of that small slump that they were in those first couple of minutes. So credit to them. That's fantastic.
All right, we want to invite you to join us tomorrow night. The girls will be taking on Rio Americano right here at Bella Vista High School. And that will get underway. Tip-off at 7:30. We'll take the air around 7:20 here on BV Live Sports. And then a week from Friday, we see the boys again. And they will go up against Christian Brothers. And again, that is Friday, February 6th. I will take the blame for not typing the right day.
That's not your fault.
But it is Friday, February 6th at 7:20 p.m. Christian Brothers at Bella Vista, February 6th. Did I say 26th? Thursday or Friday, February 6th.
February 6th.
2026.
There you go.
Throw all those numbers out there. Anyway, that is our next boys broadcast. So we hope you join us for all the action. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. For our crew, on camera is JT Stewart, producer is Julie Tharlson, statistician tonight, Aaron Bird. For Quincy Douglas, I'm George Tharlson. Broncos win this one tonight, 62-49. They've won 3 in a row, heading off to take for a couple of road games before we see them a week from Friday against Christian Brothers. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you at the girls' game tomorrow. Good night.
Take care. Good night.